Hello.
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 Alright, that was
That was
beautiful.
a bass.
Alright, so continue with the story.
Alright, so here's the thing. So we're walking down the street at here, let me give you a reason why this is suspicious. Is because there's 4 kids that are teens.
5.
And 5 of us. Yes, there is actually 5 of us. And it's like 11 o'clock at night and it's snowing. And we got the cops called on us. We died.
Yep. No, but for real. What happened was the cops got called on us, right? So we're walking on the street, right? The cops are looking around, and they kind of they drive by us and they look at us, right? And they give us a good
They
look.
come by with this big spotlight on their car.
But actually, before that happens, Bubsy, when we're turning the corner, Bubsy turns around and he's like, I think she's calling the cops. Like, he looks at her. She's on her porch with her phone to her hand, right?
Yeah.
And no one's like, nah, she wouldn't do that. She's not that crazy. She was that crazy.
Yeah.
She...
About 5 minutes after we saw her and just ran away from her because we don't like her, that's when the cops came.
They came up to us and they were like, hello, kids. How was your night, right?
Hold on. First of all, let me mention, these guys were ready to, kill people because they didn't send one cop after some teenagers. No, there was 2 cars. There was 2 squad cars with these big spotlights on them searching the whole place for us. They went into the school and the other one came driving down the street. And what didn't help was that they identified us based off of a kid wearing a, what is the color? Neon?
Yep.
Neon outfit. Thanks, Brian.
Send this to Brett with no context.
And so that's how they found us, is because she pointed out that one of us was wearing neon shorts, and that was Brian.
And neon shoes and neon hoodie.
Yeah, Brian has the best style ever. He wears those lacrosse shorts or whatever they're called, and they always have these crazy designs. But he was wearing this he looked like a highlighter. and that's how they identified us. And so we get stopped, and right after we get stopped, they're like, I'm gonna need you guys to come over here and talk to us. And they're like, so what are you guys out here doing tonight? And
we were like, yeah, we just came back from a movie,
and
smoking pot.
getting wasted.
No, that's not what happened.
Not really. We're the biggest losers ever. We don't do anything like that. And Lewis is a virgin.
I have a story, but I can't
So
tell
you.
you it.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
Anyway, so we get the cops. The cops come. They're questioning us, and then the guy's partner goes, "All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get the lady to identify us." Let me just say, we already knew who it was by the time we were getting stopped by the cops, and.
Did you tell the cops
we're-
too?
we're-
This is not the first time this has happened.
We told the guy that we were like, listen, is it the lady that is down the street from here? And I pointed in the direction of her house and everything.
And he was like, she'd like to be anonymous.
And he couldn't tell us anything because it's one of the rules, they can keep her anonymous and everything like that. I was like, well, we know. First of all, I know it's her. I know you're not allowed to tell me this, but I know it's her. This isn't the first time it happened. She always is giving me a hard time and everything like that. And so
the cop guy comes back, right? And he goes, all right, she told us you were trying to break into cars.
No. It wasn't just that. He comes by to identify us. So he's in the car, but so that we can't see us, he shines a big spotlight in our eyes. So it pretty much gives the same effect as looking at the car with tinted windows, because having the bright light in your face, you can't see anything. So he comes by with his partner and he drives by real quick, and then we hear on his partner's radio, the guy that's standing in front of us, that's them. So she identified us,
Yeah.
and then he came back.
And he was like, yeah, she said that you guys were trying to break into cars.
He said, what was it specifically? We were going around feeling the knobs.
We were
on
feeling
the
the
door?
knobs and pulling them, right?
Yeah.
So the guy then himself, it was actually kind of lightly flurrying that night, right? So there would be snow on
There'd
the
be a
thing.
lack of snow on the door handles.
And he went around and he shined lights on every single one of the door handles on the road. Not a single one.
Yeah, they were gonna detain us and have a what is it called? They were gonna have some guys from forensics or whatever come out, make a big deal out of this. and like look for fingerprints and everything. But there was like no lack of snow. There was no footprints near any doors or anything like that. Like we were far away from everything that she was trying to describe us for. Where we were at, she couldn't even see us from her house. She only saw us for a few seconds. And so they just called that off completely and they let us go. But of course we got detained. So we had to be taken home. So this was the point where
detained does not mean that you go to prison or anything. Like,
No.
for some people
detained
honestly,
mean either being in handcuffs and in a cop car, or no handcuffs and just basically you're just being held.
Yeah, it's
the whole process before going to prison.
Some people think that detained means like you get put in like a cell.
No, there's being stopped, there's being detained, and there's being arrested. We were not arrested, we were just detained. And this was like a lower detain, like we just had to get a ride home, and we were taken to our parents, and well, basically I got the look. I don't know about you, but when I was standing at the bottom of the steps with a cop, my dad looked like he was gonna kill me.
Honestly, I was crying when I opened the door.
Were you really?
I ran into my mom's arms and I was like so scared.
Really?
I was so scared.
I was not crying because this was not the first time any of this has happened.
That was the first time I'd ever been in a cop car.
No, not me.
I was petrified.
I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm some badass or whatever, but that is not the first time I've had to go through this. This has happened to me so many times, but by the time this happened to me, I was sitting there on my phone. I was texting my girlfriend at the time because I was dating Amber. I was like, yo, Amber, look out the side of your house. And so she's looking at my driveway, and she sees the cop car pull up, and she's like, Matt, what's going on? And then after I get out of the car and I'm walking to my house with the cop behind me, she goes, Matt, what did you do? And she's watching this go down. Meanwhile, my dad...
I did not know about this prior to this.
My dad is... well, yeah, because we had to go home for the night. And my dad is... he's sleeping in bed and said, you know how my parents are when they sleep. They're pissed.
So, did you knock on the door and then did you hear, God damn it, Matt!
God damn it, Matt! Come here, you little bitch!
She grabs you from like the cop car's arms. And he's just like the cop's arms. He's like right in front of the cop.
I grew up with when you grow up with a mom like me, being in the back of a cop car is nothing. Like
your mom works with the ambulance, right?
Oh, my mom knows like all the cops from the. Sure enough, the cop that brings me home that night, my mom happens to be like good friends with. So, but my mom wasn't home, so it was my dad. So it wasn't like oh hey what's up. It was like a shit. So I mean it comes in handy because my mom knows the cops. But then again, it's like if I was an idiot, I'm fucked because I would pretty much embarrass my mom in front of her friends. But yeah, I got taken home. Basically after that I got taken home. Me and Lewis went in this cop car because we told him that we live literally 10 feet from each other. So we went home with the guy that stayed with us and questioned us, and his partner that went off to grab her to identify us took Brett, Bubs, and Brian home.
And that would not be the first time that we saw that cop, or the last time we saw that cop.
No,
we would see him many a time after that.
Yes, but luckily he kind of caught after a few more times of him having to deal with us, he kind of caught on to the fact that there's something wrong with this lady. And so he's like, listen, he eventually in the future he said, listen, I'm sorry that I have to keep doing this because she's fucking crazy, but I have to do this and I'm just doing my job and I have to get numbers and I have to get all the information. But yeah, it was ridiculous. And
didn't we get like a restraining order, like the lightest version of a restraining order?
I forget the word for it. She got cited.
Cited, that's it.
So basically after that, I was just taken home.
And then
I did tell my girlfriend after a few minutes of letting her be stressed out. I did tell her that I was fine and everything. I just got detained. But I did let it go on for a while, and there was also a period of time where I didn't answer her just so that she would freak out.
I hate you.
I was brutal. But anyway, I just got taken home. I explained everything to my dad. My dad didn't beat me. I think he was a little tired. I don't even think he knew what was going on. So yeah, I just went to bed like a normal night, and then I texted them once everything was cool. and we just decided that we'd meet up in the morning and talk about everything. But yeah, what happened when you got taken home?
Oh my god, I was petrified. I'd never even seen the inside of a cop car before. It's like something on TV.
It's actually pretty. Isn't the seats suck?
The seats are
It's literally a hard plastic. Like there's no texture to it. It's just a hard plastic that you sit on. So and there's no seat belts. So we were just sliding around at every turn. It's like this. You know what I mean? It was so weird.
So I got home and I opened the door. My mom opened the door, right? And I just ran and just hugged her. And I was like, I am so sorry. I was so scared that she'd be upset with me.
She was probably ready to kick you.
She was like, she saw the cop. She was like, oh, okay, hello. And then the cop talked to her, and she was like, all right, I'll talk to you about this when he's not here. And then she did. And then they scheduled that thing where me, you, and Brett went there and we just dicked around with the whiteboard for a while.
Yeah, because all the parents had to do the work. We just had to sit there.
Yeah, we had to, it got to the point where we had to go to this police center area, and
we went to this place to meet up with the cop. Me, my mom and dad, and Lewis and his mom, and then Brett and Brian and his. Which, by the way, Brett and Brian's parents had multiple. What is it called? Confrontations with this lady.
Did you know that recently she egged her the crazy lady egged my mom's car?
That was her?
Yeah.
It turned out to be her?
Well, we're pretty sure.
Who knows? I mean, I'd believe it. She's fucking insane, dude. My mom backs her car into her driveway all the way up to the house, because if she doesn't and she just pulls in and leaves it close to the sidewalk, she spits on the back of my mom's car. She hawks loogies.
It's disgusting.
And my mom, one time we were going to the movies and we forgot something, and she's walking her dog. You know how she walks her dog 50 times a day?
Yeah.
She has this little black dog, and it's taking a piss in our driveway, but it's in the corner of our driveway. So my mom pulls in so fast to the driveway because she's pissed. We're on our way to see Godzilla, by the way. Not that that matters, but it was a good movie.
Recently?
Yeah, the new one.
How was it?
It was really good. I liked it.
You excited for the new Godzilla?
Wait, did I say Godzilla? Yeah, it's Godzilla, not King Kong. You're getting King Kong mixed up with Godzilla.
Are you excited for the new Godzilla vs. King Kong movie?
That's coming out?
Yeah, they're going to make a Godzilla vs. King Kong. This is every kaiju's fan wet dream.
We're seeing it. You
know what kaiju is, right?
Yes.
The big Japanese
monsters.
It's
a big Japanese monster.
Yeah.
I only know that because Lewis told me, but I'm going to let him think that I'm as smart as him. But anyway, so what were we saying?
So we were taken to the place. Me and Matt and Brett went into the conference room and we played
No, I was telling a story about my mom.
Oh yeah.
My mom pulled in the driveway and she was a few inches from the dog. She was probably an inch or two away from the dog's foot. And she almost ran over her dog. She had to yank the leash to pull the dog out of the way. Because my mom was so pissed. And she just hates this woman because she's always having her dog piss and shit on our property. That she just pulled in and tried to hit the dog. Low key. She tries to act like she just wanted to scare her, but we all know my mom was trying to hit the dog at that point. But she missed.
She missed?
I mean, we almost hit a speed bump that day. I wish we hit it. Because it was that would have been so funny. In my opinion. I hate the dog. That the dog has to be in that house. I have nothing against the dog, and I know that would be terrible if we took a dog's life. But just to get back at her would have felt so nice. Just to take something from her.
That would not be funny.
I'm sorry. I'm really dark when I hate someone, so I don't want to... Never mind, I'm getting judged right now by everyone listening. So you go.
Alright, so
we were in the conference room drawing dicks on the board, because that's what regular 8th grade young men do, and laugh at it.
Well, actually, we were playing a game where we had to draw something on the board and the person had to guess what it was.
That was funny.
Remember, I always got insulted for mine not being good enough, because I was drawing.
No, here's your thing. Me and Brett did visual charades, right? So we just would draw things that were related to it, and then you would guess it halfway into the drawing. But you tried to do riddles and shit with pictures. Lewis would draw like a sad face, and we'd just be saying sad face over again, and be like, no, this is depression in picture form. Notice the teardrops seeping down the eye, and forming, and the makeup smearing down the cheek as it rolls down the chin. And we would just be sitting there, and we'd get so pissed. Like, this is why Lewis would get hit so much when he was hung up. It's because he would try to outsmart us all the time with the dumbest things, and it got me so mad.
The true feelings come out.
Dude,
All right.
It got me really mad.
Spencer, do you have a story to tell?
None that are legal.
Our story wasn't very legal.
Yeah, but mine's even more.
All right, let's hear it.
No, I don't want to say it on camera.
What'd you do?
Nothing good.
Did you rape a child?
No, not yet. I'll tell you when we're done. I'll tell you when we're done.
All right.
And if you think that that's semi-safe for...
No, I know what he means. Like, I have a few stories that I want to tell because they're entertaining.
Oh, yeah, I love to tell this.
But you can't tell.
Oh, I remember.
I can't tell.
Because there's certain... all it takes is the right person to see it, and you get in trouble.
Yeah,
so,
really.
Panic at the Disco, you went to one of their concerts, right?
I went to my first concert.
Was it the Panic one?
Yes, it was at the Wells...
Bitch,
It was
I
just
wanted to go to that.
February 25th at the Wells Fargo Center.
Yeah, I know. I really
So,
wanted to go there.
They're on the tour right now.
My question is for
right
you.
now.
You said that you don't really listen to any type of music. Do you have like a genre that you listen to now?
You know how you said in the Gorillaz video you don't limit yourself to one genre?
Yeah.
I'm a good best friend. I listen to my best friend's YouTube videos. Anyway, that's pretty much me. 1 minute I'll be listening to Eminem rap about killing this motherfucker and punching this motherfucker, but make it rhyme, like not as depressing as I just made it sound. Like he says it in cool ways, you know. But and the other seconds, you know, I could be listening to
Smooth jazz.
Bach.
I fucking love jazz, dude.
I have to listen to stuff due to the fact that like I had depression, right, and I just get so down. I can't listen to anything slow, or like I can't listen to singers with like really deep voices.
That just
Like,
makes
do
me
you know
wanna
who
play it
Smashing
to
Pumpkins
myself.
is?
No.
I cannot listen to that guy sing without wanting to cut myself. Like he's
Listen
just...
to Leonard Cohen.
Do you
Who?
Leonard Cohen.
Leonard Cumming.
Cohen.
Did you listen to the Gorilla songs that I talked about?
On my
You
life.
didn't?
No.
Do you like autotune?
No, I can't.
Dude, that
I don't like
fucking
autotune.
song.
I'll get
Saturn's
headaches.
I
Bars.
talked about the how I wasn't a big fan of that tune, but it is catchy. I do like that song now.
Saturn's
That's what I love about
Bars
Gorillas. You know how much I
That's
hate
how I feel
autotune.
about
Like,
girls.
what?
That's what I heard.
What?
That's how I feel about girls.
No.
I was
so
like,
no.
what? Girls can be auto-tuned?
I
Can you be auto-tuned?
I usually don't like when
Wait. We have a special guest. I want you to walk up to the mic and just say anything. Literally any word you can think of. You can say a curse. You could say a quote if you want. Anything. You can walk up to it and say raisin. Like, I don't care. The people need to know what Kiara is thinking.
Okay.
Kiara.
You know that word?
No, I don't know.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
No,
She says leprosy.
no, I didn't.
That was her word.
Alright,
no,
come
no,
on,
I
Kara.
didn't.
Let's go.
Alright, anyway.
What was I saying?
Okay.
Oh yeah. So listen,
Open the door.
I don't usually like the
Veronica, open the door, please. Veronica, open the door. God damn it, open the door!
No, you are not turning this into another Gorillaz video.
God.
Yes, you are. You're about to go into your whole speech about how you don't like this because when this tone and when you say do ra fi ma so la ti do, this happens, and when this gorilla guy goes like this gorilla guy, and when this music comes on, I can't help but get a boner, and I'm a huge
Whoa,
Gorillaz
okay.
fan. So I hit the like button and I subscribe and I hit dab sometimes, but that doesn't matter because the whip was here first. But then Spencer came, and then Jesus Christ came, and then
All right. So, can I just say what I'm gonna say?
I'm sorry, Kara. Oh, God.
yeah, of course, why not?
You know how like people
Don't
do
let the
like
dog in here.
sing talk, They're, like
Don't let the
talking
dog
like
in.
this, and then they put autotune over it to make it sound like they're actually
Why are you
singing,
in here?
and it's like wow was the ba ba da, so just wow ba da, right? They did that for that song, and I didn't like it at first because I usually don't like that. But the way that it sounds and mixed with its rhythm, I like. That's all I wanted to say. Gorillas can make something that isn't likable likable.
The door, please, Veronica. Open the door.
Anyway, what was it? Oh, I was at the concert. This was my first concert, and I have a lot of. I had. I'll say I had. Because, by the way, I don't know if I told you this, but my depression and anxiety is gone.
That's great.
Like, it's. I guess it's just because it's ever since I started my like diet and workout plan. I think it's just because I feel better about myself because I'm like doing better things for myself. But anyway, I'm at the concert.
Can you use the other room, please?
It's huge, and there's so many people there.
Is this in the other room?
No.
Okay.
I'm literally as soon as it starts, like the music came on and everything, and I started shaking and I started tearing up because I got actually freaked out. Like, let me tell you, when I broke up with my girlfriend, my current one right now, we broke up for a little bit. I isolated myself in my room, and I did not talk to anybody. So then I'm back with her, and now I'm sitting in a place filled with people screaming. It freaked me out. Like, I knew I was safe, but just mentally, like, I just was scared something was going to happen. So I just grabbed Jess's arm, and I'm laying on her. But then
You're with Jess?
Yeah. She took me to because her dad gets, like, all these hookups for different concerts and stuff. And, so like, by the time the concert actually starts, because they have, like, people come on to get the crowd fired up, and they were actually good. Like, the two bands they played before, like, apparently the bands that open for them aren't supposed to be good at all.
Well, open bands are supposed to, like, get people, like...
They're just trying to get exposure. They're not actually, like, good.
Well, also, for me, my first, like, actual concert, I went to the Jonas Brother concert when I was, like, 3.
Right.
And a, Blink-182 concert that I didn't really want to go to. So I wasn't really in the mood for those concerts. I didn't really want to be there. I was just there because I had to go. But I went to the Ninja Sex Party concert, right? The opening band was like, I was very uncomfortable. I was like not even moving. I was just like, music, I like the music. And then I said, like, by the time that Ninja Sex Party came on, I was like fully like comfortable around these people.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah. So like you open up. It's like a flower.
That's
like,
how I was. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want people to see me. I don't want to be looked at. And by the time...
because you realize... You're looking at the people, you're listening to the people, you're not looking at anyone else.
Nobody's looking at you.
So everyone's focusing on the music, just have a good time, forget about who you are, like...
And so for literally, like, 2 to 3 hours straight, I'm just standing up, dancing beside my girlfriend. Like, it was such a great feeling. So I literally started out shaking and in tears on my girlfriend. Like, I wasn't, like, bawling my eyes. Like, my eyes were watering up. I was freaked out. And by the end of the concert, or by the time the concert started, I was dancing, and I was screaming, like I was...
Were you in lawn seats?
Dude, it was like being with you. Like, you know how you bring out, like, the best of me, like, I get fucking hyper around you?
Yeah.
It was like that. Like, I was, like, screaming, and I was like, yeah! And everything, so... It was such a cool experience. You cannot...
Did you know the music?
No, I knew, like, one song.
Do you like them now? Do you listen to them now?
Yeah. I listen to a few of their songs now.
If you want to get into, if you want to like expand your music, try out Pandora.
Yeah.
Pandora's good because like you listen, like if you like this one song, put it in there to the mix. It'll just show you a bunch of other songs.
But here's the thing. I can't listen to certain people because I get bored. Like I usually don't like to listen to Panic at the Disco because they sound so depressing, and like it's just the singer's tone of voice. Like he has this voice that just sounds depressing and like annoying to me, but. In, like, concert, like, you can't, like, that's such a different sound. Like, hearing someone in concert is different from hearing them after the professionals got their hands on the voice changers and the...
Yeah. So,
like, you can't get that kind of sound through earbuds. Like, you need to be in person and feel that energy and stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah. I don't want to get the wrong message off. I do like auto-tune, by the way. You know, like Daft Punk, like...
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that out there. I can fully understand. Fucking the auto-tune in concert, because, like, the opening band for Ninja Sex Party was Twerp, and Twerp is, like, Daft Punk, basically, but, like, more of, like, a band, and less of, like, techno. And they have, like, an auto-tune, so there's someone, like, backstage, adjusting the auto-tune, right? So they're doing, like, these like, weird echoey voices and stuff. It's so cool. Yeah,
I
see,
think auto-tune.
I don't like their.
If
I
it's
don't.
done right.
Yeah, I don't like their albums. Like I don't listen to their albums. But seeing them in concert was awesome, because the auto tune was like live. It's like live DJs. You know how most DJs now just like press a few buttons, right?
Yeah.
Before DJs would like they'd have like an actual soundboard, right?
And they'd have a job to do.
And they'd actually. Yeah, instead of just switching tracks. Now they'd have to like be super fast. It was like the ultimate instrument. Like, all right, turn this up, quick, make
They
the
have
sound.
a board that's like this big that
Yeah.
they have to run back and forth on.
Yeah. Your freaking feet off of my chair.
Dick.
We've been on 78% this for like an hour now.
Yeah, what the frick, Lewis? What's going on, huh? The whole reason we're making these podcasts is because we're trying to stall time before I can play GTA and before I can edit a smart car and stuff like that. And you know, I'm so frickin'.
I have never been so angry. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Spencer, you're pretty quiet today. Did I hurt your feelings when I said, can you guys go in the other room?
Completely.
Look at him, now he's gonna fucking slit his penis.
Yeah.
All because of you.
It's all moist in
Ew,
here.
stop!
It's moist in here. My dick
Oh,
is like shriveled.
God!
Snow.
Dude, you need to shave.
Did you see it?
It looks like an afro on your crotch. Look,
Wait, you don't-
So gro-
you don't
Wait,
do that?
Hold on, you know what?
I shave.
No, I'm a hypocrite. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not.
sha- my friend told me
Well,
to
kind of. Not really. I mean, it looks like a.
Dude,
the beginning of a
it was way
beard.
worse. It used to be as long as my limp penis.
It's as long as this.
Dude, I
Dude, you got little baby hairs. Look at you. Look at
I have
you.
like strong pubes, but I have a very like dull honey
Dude, you're
patch.
happy trail. It's called a happy trail.
It's also called a honey patch.
Yeah, if you're gay, like Spencer.
What am I supposed to know?
I thought that was funny. What was it that I said that you were like, Spencer's gay? I said, I can't remember what it was like, and I was like, he is gay.
You were like, Spencer was like something about hair or something. You were like, long hair.
Oh, I was like, oh, I don't have facial hair because I'm gay. And he looked over at Spencer because Spencer has a kick-ass beard and mustache. If you didn't know. I mean, just in case if you're one of those people that can't see through a fucking mic. But
like who can't these days?
yeah, I know, it's freaking idiots. It's the same autistic people that die eventually in their life, you know. My grandfather's dead. Fucking idiot.
Oh, you talk about your grandfather,
My grandmother died 2 years ago.
and your other one's gonna die soon.
Wait. They call that the grandma. If you guys don't know, my grandmother has cancer right now, and the first day I'm telling Lewis what's going on, I was like, they had to put this big needle in her to do a test, and he goes, "Oh, they call that the grandma killer." By the way, if I didn't say this in a video, here are my perspective on things. If people bring up something that is personal to you, like if someone makes a joke about a grandfather dying or a grandmother having cancer, like something currently going on with me, you have two choices on how you're going to react to that. You can start crying and get angry and let that affect you, but that's not going to cure my grandmother's cancer. That's not going to bring my grandfather back from the dead. Or you can just accept the fact that that's what's going on in your life right now and just enjoy the joke. The person isn't directly going, hey, like Lewis didn't say, isn't making a joke about my grandma dying because he's trying to hurt me. He's doing it just because
It's fucking funny.
I mean that's fucking Lewis. Like, that's what I get.
I sneezed on Spencer earlier, and it was really funny.
That's what I signed up for when I started hanging out with him. So that's Lewis. And you know what? Here's the thing. That's also me. So if I'm going to do it to somebody, when they do it back to me, why am I going to get all upset? Why? Just because it's my grandmother dying? Like, no. She's not dying. She has cancer. Oh my God, that was horrible.
You also said
Anyway.
she's stage 4 and she's older, so.
You know, it happens. But, you know, I'm not going to get all upset about it and beat this shit out of Lewis, because after I'm done making Lewis cry like a bitch, which I'm totally capable of doing, I'm not gonna get a phone call.
Every single picture ever of Matt is actually me, and every single picture of me is actually Matt. I'm actually really muscular and tall, and he's a fucking loser.
Dude, none of these people have
That's
seen me
a
before.
really big lie.
I'm not even muscular.
He was.
The funny thing is,
I
people
used
have
to be
seen
back
this
in the
and they
day.
don't know when he
But
is.
then I turned 24. Do you guys see this?
He's holding his muscle up to the camera or the mic.
I just flexed on my exes that live in Texas. Anyway,
I don't think we're having enough storage for this update. Like,
why? It says there's 95.1% used.
stupid.
What?
There's only 12 gigabytes total, and I have 17.8.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Just forget about it. We'll have it a space.
Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, I'm not gonna hit Lewis and beat him up because that's not gonna get me my phone call
Yo, hold on a
saying
second, real
that
fast.
my grandmother's cured of cancer.
Yo, real fast.
So wait,
Real fast.
wait, no, real fast. Oh, gorillas are cool. No, we don't care, Lewis.
How to
Game Grumps uploaded a video.
You know Spencer or not Spencer? Steven?
Yeah, I do.
You know your brother Steven?
No.
You know how he plays a lot of Xbox? Does he have a thing that gives him more storage on his Xbox?
They're called flash drives.
Does any flash drive work?
Yeah, like
Like if I took this flash
where's it
drive
on there?
right
There's-
here.
Does it have room on it?
Yeah.
Then yes.
If I did this right.
However much room is on there is the amount that you can keep on here.
If I was like, all my exes live in Texas.
Like say for some goddamn reason my profile on here was 50 gigabytes, and you're like, okay, Matt, you come over sometimes, but you're not here all the time. You're not worth 50 of my gigabytes, you know. You plug this in, save my profile on this. You take it out. My profile is no longer on this. It'll only show up when you have this in your Xbox.
Alright, cool.
That's what he does.
Cool.
Because my brother Steven's like a fucking genius, and for me, for me, that's like, wow, that's so genius.
My dad
For
has this-
him, it's just another thing that he does.
I'm gonna get my dad to get me one of those like flash drive that has like a cord and it connects to like a big box. And the box has like infinite storage on it.
Oh, the box is like another game system. Like,
Yeah, I know. Like, it's like as big as this thing, and then like it hooks up via like a cord like that.
yeah.
Anyway, Spencer, you haven't really said much this whole podcast.
Nope.
Why not?
You guys are telling your stories.
Well, it's your turn to tell a story.
Look at him. He's all like, oh, well, I wanted to be detained that night. Oh.
I almost
Well-
was detained in that illegal story that I'm
Well,
gonna tell you.
tell it.
There was this one time
Get up here and tell it into the mic.
I peed on a cat, and then the cops tried to shoot me.
Can they even
That
hear
was you?
Yeah,
Hold on, talk, Spencer.
Freaking
I'm
dick.
talking.
All right, they can hear you.
I know they can.
My cat was white, and now it got
Yeah.
piss stains all over it because this hippie came up to me one day while I was eating my sandwich out on my porch, and I thought, hey, my cat's trained. Maybe I can just let him out. And there's this guy who looks like Jesus walking down the road, and he's like 7'2", and he's eating a sandwich. And my cat goes meow, meow, or whatever pussy's doing. They walk, and he walks up to the dude on the sidewalk, and the dude, I was like, he looked at me, and I was just like, oh yeah, you can pet it. This guy, he takes out his ching chong, and he starts peeing. And he didn't like pee on my property or like pee on my. He peed on my cat. And so you know me, I immediately call the cops. And so they come and they're like, buddy, you gotta stop peeing on the cat. And he goes, that's what he did.
And they will never know what he did to them.
No, he stuck up the middle finger at them. And then he just kept peeing. He's been peeing for like 5 minutes at that point, my man. Like, tall people, the bigger you are, the bigger your bladder is. Like, this guy was packing
That's
a
not
punch.
a joke. Holy shit. I was able to hold a solid 20 seconds peeing.
I actually peed for over 30 seconds before.
Yeah, that's
I
really
timed
fucking
myself.
joke.
Did I ever? I timed myself peeing, and
Remember when I peed in your backyard for like a minute, and like you came over and you were like, "Whoa!"
yeah,
Puddle.
Lewis goes, I have to pee. I'm on the phone with my friend, by the way. He was trying to get me to pick him up in my car or whatever. And Lewis is like... you should have been like, when you walked out of the room, it's still going! Lewis was gone for like 30 seconds, but I didn't really think anything of it. And he comes over and he goes, Matt, you gotta look at this. And I come over and there's a puddle. There's just this yellow puddle.
Also, it was in the dirt, so part of it was already soaked up.
Yeah, that doesn't even mention the time from me walking from my back porch over to the corner of my house.
And also, while I was peeing, some of it was being soaked up at the same time. So, like, another, like, gram of it, at least, was, like...
So, Lewis literally pissed a gallon of pee all over... Well, it wasn't even in a place where people walk. But the point is, like, I was impressed. Like, if I had the access to a local store within that 30 seconds or something, like a quick... in and out of a store, I would have bought Lewis a gold sticker, and I would have given him that because I was proud. Okay, I felt like I just raised a kid, and he went off to Harvard.
Is that an arm pimple?
No, it's a cut.
Is it really? Oh yeah, it is.
I cut him.
But well, yeah, I was depressed the other day, so I mean, I was bored, so just took a knife and then I was like, okay,
It's
I'm
like
fine.
something Deadpool would do. Do you remember
Well,
that
he
one
wouldn't feel
time
it.
Deadpool got real bored?
He
So
feels
he cut
it.
his arm off.
He cut his hand off.
No, he cut his
the
arm off and
comics.
threw it to the sharks. And then he jumped in with the sharks and let himself get eaten. And he's like, okay, enough of this, and he stabs the shark.
I think Ryan Reynolds, you couldn't have chosen a better person to play
Dude,
him.
we were...
He also does, like, in some of the cartoons, he actually does the voice for him, too. So, like, they didn't choose him on accident. They were like, we want the most comically accurate guy.
I love how they they had the they were able to make fun of the Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because all those improv, so, like, every time he said that, it was all just, like, him venting.
Come on, what's going on?
It's updating.
This is what white people do with their
Yo,
games.
listen up. This is a story about a little guy who lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, everything he sees is blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blew his house with a blue little window. And all his shit is blue. Yo, Matt, or Spencer, get out your guitar.
This is a guitar solo.
You got out your guitar, we're gonna play Hurt. And we'll sing Hurt for the fans.
Alright, come on. I just want to play Green. Anyway, guys, that's all for this podcast. Remember to tune in next time. And remember that if you stay the extra few seconds of this video and we're not talking, it's because we want you to either click on this video over here.
Play Hurt.
Isn't that cool? Subscribe right here. Or we want you to click on this video over here. Isn't that cool how I just made a video appear on the left hand corner and then made the subscribe button appear in the middle of the screen and made the video appear
Alright, now,
on
listen.
the right side?
Now,
all in
instead
order.
of being quiet, we're gonna have
What?
a song play while.
And that's all for this video. And remember, you're not Superman XTU 4 unless if you have the password and login
You do realize
for that account.
You do realize that it's been too long to the point where
Take it easy.
your ability to say
And here we go.
you
Goodbye.
You can't have.
We're trying to have the music as we have the subscribe button because these guys aren't going to subscribe if they hear your nerdy little voice ranting about how good the Gorillaz song was. So we want Spencer to play his guitar so they go, wow, if they have more music like this on this channel, then I'm going to hit subscribe or hit the video on the right or hit the video on the left, which you can easily do by clicking on your screen. But they're not going to do that if they hear your voice. So just stop while we have this tune out. And goodbye. Say the Gorillaz.